Every nigga wanna play it when they see you eating. I can't kick it with you no more, nigga, we not linking. I put hollows in that 40 count, the way he breathing. I stuffed the 8-ball in the Russian cream and now we chiefin'. Now a nigga getting greedy, I'm money fiending. Switch my lane to get the pay, but now we succeeding. Like T.O., I'm in the field and I'm undefeated. Damn, I love the way I live, I feel so completed. I'ma do just what I feel, I don't need a reason. Nigga don't deserve to live, he committed treason. He hang around, no contribution, that nigga leeching. When I stroke, I'm going deep and I got a peeking. That go he off the shit, a walking, talking brick. Cardio that beat a click, but we don't run from shit. If you see me on the go, just know I'm headed to the dough. Need a macchiato goddess, every hook I drop melodic. All the weed I smoke is toxic. I'm chillin' with the prophet, plotting how to raise the profits. I know these niggas window shopping, acting like they copped it. Done been through hell and darkness, got up on my ass regardless. No, you don't want no problem. All my niggas same as kin to me, they share my bloodline. I don't fuck with basic bitches, call my phone, I'm gon' decline. I done bossed up on my enemies, I made myself a name. For you, I go about the way, just don't go against the grain. Every nigga wanna play it when they see you eating. I can't kick it with you no more, nigga, we not linking. I put hollows in that 40 count, the way he breathing. I stuffed the 8-ball in the Russian cream and now we chiefin'. Now a nigga getting greedy, I'm money fiending. Switch my lane to get the pay, but now we succeeding. Like T.O., I'm in the field and I'm undefeated. Damn, I love the way I live, I feel so completed.
Duval County, baby.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What's going on, Duval? Today is gonna be episode 7, and we ain't cut the track.
Gotta run that shit back. That's my boy.
That was John Pearl, Duval's own. The song is called "Completed," and it is from "My Life, My World," the album, which came out in 2018. So
Run that back.
Whenever y'all have y'all's songs on your episode, it ain't gotta be no new shit. It could be something from 1999. Put some 69 boys on. We play as long as it's Duval, we gonna play it. But
standing up in this bitch.
This is episode 7, and we got Chef Naps Whippin in the building.
What's happening, man? Y'all know what the fuck going on, man. FeedTheVille, baby.
FeedTheVille. If you don't know who this man is,
sorry,
I feel bad for you. Like, I honestly, if you know me, I know you at least know of him, because anytime it's talk about food in Jacksonville, Naps getting brought up. And anybody that I know personally that hasn't had Naps yet, especially those that have had the opportunity at an event,
He know for sure.
You wouldn't make it in my close friends on Instagram. And I ain't even got no close friends. But yeah, man, let's give it up for Naps. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all at home watching, but let's give a clap up, man. I'm very excited to have Naps on here. As I was doing some research for the episode, I was going through your Twitter feed. And based off your Twitter feed, I could tell like when I came around.
Okay.
You know, I've been around with you for 5+ years. It don't feel like it, bro. It really don't, bro. But I've been fucking with Naps for a hot minute, bro.
Bro. You definitely one of my ones, one of the goats, one of my biggest supporters for real. Can't even cap.
Yes, sir. I want some Naps food now. Just motherfucking sitting here with him, bro.
Man, if it wasn't a busy ass day today, bro, I would have already had it popping up type shit.
My man Naps working now, so you know what I'm saying. He don't have that push to like, let's whip when I get off. Like,
man,
that's good. I was like, shit, what we finna eat? He was like, shit. I know this Mexican spot we go to.
I ain't never said that shit.
Oh,
like that.
that's not what I was talking about. But all right, for sure.
I already knew, bro.
Oh no, I respect it.
I already knew. I had to help a homie out. You know, I got a lot of free time, so I do a lot of. If my friends need help, I try to be wherever they need me type shit, because I can now. Like before I couldn't.
Yeah. Oh no, for sure. Before you was working long ass shifts, fast paced, hard fucking shifts, and I know you was dead at the end of that shit, bro, for sure.
Chef shit. But like I said, that was part of it. That's what started all this shit. That's where the energy came from. I was gonna do that shit regardless, bro. I'm a grinder, so wherever I'm at, I'm gonna do that shit. Even if I'm at the crib, I'm gonna grind. But now I ain't gotta do this much because, like I said, it's controlled now. It's caterings. It's bigger output, or bigger, I guess bigger output, less input, if that makes sense. Like more output, like energy wise, but like less days type shit. So I work 2 days a week type shit, but 5 I'm just chilling doing, or not chilling, but I can do other shit, the other sides of being an entrepreneur, like managing all the other stuff, like the pictures, the photos, the business side type shit.
Hey, one man band, my boy. We one man bands around this bitch. You hear me?
One man band.
Yes, sir. But so we on a grown tip, man. You know what I'm saying? I done drank with people on here. We done had some brews. I had some liquor with somebody, but we on a grown man with the wines. You know what I'm saying?
Little red.
I got the Juggernaut Hillside Cab. You know, we on that red. Little California 2019. We smoking Cali. We drinking Cali. Really out here. But on that note, man, cheers, brother. Cheers. Let's see how this tastes, man. I'm big on the reds.
Like that.
Ooh, I really like that.
Smell good too.
See, people be liking the sweet wines, and I ain't. Champagne too. I don't like sweet champagne. I like the brute. I like that shit to hit. Like this, I can feel it. I feel it in my chest a little bit. I like that.
It's flavor. And then, like I said, you're getting grown, man. You gotta put that baby shit aside.
Facts. You know, the other day, actually, when I went, shout out Scared Money, we had went to the yoga studio a few weeks back trying to plan some shit out, and afterwards we went to Molino.
Bar Molino. Yep.
Listen, I asked for Cabernet. They was like, "Oh, we don't have Cabernet," but we got this blend that has Cabernet in it, bro. That shit was so good. But I say that because I fucking never had like a real ass stem wine glass. Like I've had them before, but like I guess they just wasn't the right kind. As I'm like sipping it, the aromas are going in my nose, and it's like,
oh no,
it's working chemistry, bro. Like, so you got to get the right glass. You know, we ghetto rich over here. We got aluminum cups, not paper cups. These
rich broke, baby.
You know what I'm saying? We really out here, man. But
nah, the glass is like literally, it's like a process when you drink wine. Like when you see people tasting it, they swirl it, you smell it, you watch. Literally, the glass is shaped where the liquid falls down. They call them legs. Mm-hmm. If you look at once you shake it, the wine can fall from the glass. They call it legs. But if the legs are thick, it's a heavier body wine. Like if it stays on there
as you swirl it.
Yeah. So like basically like the clear liquid, the clear wine that falls down from the glass, when that stays down, you can tell the body of a wine. So if it's a heavier or it's a lot of technique to drinking wine and like process. But like I said, stuff like that is why the glass is like that. Why whites like white wine, it won't do it. Like it'll just go straight down because it's not a full body wine type shit.
Yeah, I got my own technique. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people do it, but like I grabbed the wine opener, I open the bottle, and I pour it in a cup.
Right.
And then I go.
Nah, for sure. But like I said, he ain't doing it right.
But that's why I'm saying I'm excited to start getting into that, because when I went and did that at Molino, that shit was crazy. And bro, Molino go crazy, bro. That food is definitely. I told Chris, I was like, bro, this gives me like Naps vibes, like the experience in my mouth. Like as I'm chewing, it goes deeper and it changes, and just like wine. Sometimes wine will be sweet on the beginning, and it tastes like foot after you like put your tongue up at the roof of your mouth. I fuck with that shit though, bro. Like I really fuck with that wine, man.
That boy lick toes.
But yeah, man. So tell the people how you want them to know you if they don't know you, man.
I mean,
who is Naps Whippin? Who is FeedTheVille? What does that even mean?
Naps Whippin. I mean, FeedTheVille is Naps Whippin is, it's all ties together. Like I'm from the city. I was born in Atlanta, but my dad was in the Navy, so literally born in Atlanta for. Once I was born, we left 2 weeks after, and then my dad was in the Navy, so Mayport. So I've been in Jacksonville my entire life since. I went to school in. I was gifted. So I went to James Weldon, for middle school, and then went to Mandarin and Atlantic Coast. So going to James Weldon, like you kind of know the Stanton Packs inside. So I knew a lot of people from there. And then, of course, like Mandarin, you get the I lived on the west side, so my brother went to Forest, so I knew Forest. But like just I'm from the city. Always loved the city. Always loved everybody in the city. And always wanted to, or always try to push the city. So that's where FeedTheVille came from. I went to culinary school in Orlando. I learned a lot in Orlando, and learned good and bad in Orlando. But everything come with everything that happened to me in life, I say was perfect, because sometimes I would say it's better to go through a lot, because once it happens, you're quick to react. You seen it before type shit. Like, it ain't new to you. Like, you freeze up the first time something happened, but second, third time, you like, all right, bro, let's get it.
Yeah.
Let's get it type shit.
Yeah.
So came back to after like 3 or 4 years in Orlando, I came back to Jax. Had to get back on my feet type shit. But I always knew the vision. I always knew what I wanted to do. I always knew how I wanted to do it. And like I said, end of the day, it was like, just do it type shit. So had to handle what I had to handle, and then got back on track type shit. Like, sometimes, like I set goals. You got to set realistic goals, and then you got to set like some shit that you like, all right, well, maybe I can't do this, but if you put some time on it, you can. So like I set goals for like 25, 30. And then, like I said, just acting on it, and then just kept grinding until I got to those goals. Shit like that. But yeah, FeedTheVille, is feeding the city that I came from, feeding the people that supported me, feeding the people that I grew up with mainly. Like, this shit is like feeding my homies. Like, feeding the city is like literally like feeding my homies, feeding my brothers, my bro. Like, the amount of people that I touch and I feed is like somebody, like I said, I may have known them 10 years ago. I didn't reconnected with people that I didn't even knew me type shit. So it's like, that's what is, if you start home, you can always, or if you good at home, or you good anywhere type shit. Like, especially like Glee, LLG. I got it tatted on me. A lot of us do. But
sir, man, long live Glee, man.
But like, even just his mindset was like, bro, your homie, the homies got you. So I knew, just off of his mindset, like, the homies got you, the city got you. And if you got the city, if you got your homies, it ain't, like I say, it really don't matter what else happens after that. Like, if you making your mom proud, you making your like the close ones who care about you the most proud, and inspiring people, that's life for me. Like, I don't care about no bread, I don't care about all that other stuff. Like, if you can touch people, change their mindset about something, or add your craft to their craft, like to their daily, is the biggest thing for me. So like, that's FeedTheVille, that's Whippin. The apps came from, of course, the hair. And the Whippin is, I don't just cook. Like, we gotta not just do what the normal stuff is. Like, even in everybody's craft, they whipping. So basically, like, for me, food is whipping. Like, it's taking the knowledge of something and then actually learning the beauty of it first. Like, respect your craft, and then once you respect it, once you learn it, once you then been through some shit through it, then all right, well, let me put my spin on this shit. Like, always respect the craft first, because there's other people in the world that had to respect the craft first. So it's like, at least be knowledgeable of what you're learning, just so you don't run into somebody that's knowledgeable. It doesn't really matter at the end of the day, but it's like, it's just a respect for what you're doing, respect for the people who did it before you. And like I said, it doesn't matter at all, but it's still, people take toward respect, and always should.
Yeah. I want to tap back in, like you were saying, with goals. I think, and like you said, even if you think you're not gonna achieve the goal, it's still important to set it. And I think that's very important, because if you don't set a goal, even if you are working towards it, you don't know what progress you made, because you ain't even have an end result in mind.
Right.
So it's like, okay, yeah, like, let's say somebody who's rapping, like, okay, yeah, you was making songs and you wanted to drop a mixtape, But dropping a mixtape has a whole other side of it with marketing, getting the cover art done, properly getting mixed and mastered. Like just because you recorded a mixtape don't mean you reached the like proper goal. Right. So even if you only hit 30 or 40% of that goal, at least you know how much progress you made, let's say in that year. Let's say it was a yearly goal. So now next year, if I want to double down and work twice as hard,
you know what you got.
Then I'll get 60% to this goal. But if I work 3-4 times as hard, then I can get the goal. It at least gives you like kind of like,
I mean, it's experience because all you're doing is
like
learn.
A map,
right?
It's
right,
like a map of where you're at. I was trying to think of the word. I got stumped a little bit. That wine kind of kicking already, but I ain't going. That shit tough. But
sip that, bro.
So I was watching your podcast with Rakim and Flash. Shout out to them. I talked to Flash. I ran into him at the barbershop the other day, episode 4, Corey Duvall. You know, I didn't even know you was getting cut at Hollywood, brother. Shout out to Flash.
Shout out.
I ran into him and I asked him about their podcast, and they said they run it in seasons. So they got another season coming. So y'all watch out for that, man. Project and reflect. I was watching that episode though, and you said that what really got you like interested, and it wasn't an interested like, ooh, yay. It was an interested like, oh shit, for real? What got you interested in cooking was your granny let you know that like ain't nobody gonna always be around for you to make what you want. So I wanna start around somewhere around there, I guess. I wanna go from then to now. And the question is, what age were you when you started cooking meals? As in meat, starch, vegetable type shit, like a whole meal. What age did you start doing that at?
I want to say, like maybe 11, maybe like 10 or 11.
Okay, got me beat.
Maybe like 10 or 11 because like my mom always took interest in what we did. So it's like she doubled down on it. So she was like, hey, you want to do this? You want to play video games? But my mom plays video games like still to this day.
Hey, Duke's favorite Halo.
Bro,
I know a thing or two.
Bro, Halo, bro. So like my mom we've beaten all the Halos, all Gears of Wars on the hardest level. And like I said, she still plays games to this day. I took her, rented out a movie theater, and we played Halo like 2 years ago for one of her birthdays. But like I said, my mama always doubled down on it. So like we had a thing called like Kaylin's Creations or some shit like that. So I would see something, let's say, I think one of my main things was like buffalo chicken wraps. Just like starter stuff. I'm like 10 or 11, but I would make this stuff, and then I would make like I said, I got to put my own spin on it. So basically like it was Whippin back then, but it was just called something else. So and then like I said, that's when I would say consistently, because it was like a once a week thing type thing. So I would.
Oh, that's very consistent.
Yeah,
once a week is very consistent. Yeah, that's on schedule.
At the crib, like I said, me and Dukes, we cook for me, my dad, my brother, and like I said, they were my guinea pigs. So I ain't never necessarily needed people. Everybody think I need people to taste my food. I mean, of course, like it's a nice offer for you to get blessed, but I ain't never really needed people to taste my food because, like I said, my mama been there to taste. Like I literally walk in the room with huge plates and be like, "Ma, here." She in the bed. She talking about, "Oh yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy." So it's like my mom, my brother, my stepdad, my dad. Like I said, when I was younger, the homies. It's all about timing. Low key would be like I'm whipping 24/7. Okay, type shit. So, I'm whipping like 24/7 type shit. So, with me, you can easily just, like I say, the food was always just there. Like, so when my mom allowed that, that was like I said, 11, around 11, 10, 11 type shit.
All right. So we first started cooking meals around the age of 11. And if you want to know the next part of the journey, you're going to have to stay tuned because we got a commercial break coming right now.
Look up.
All right, y'all. Welcome back. Welcome back. Thank you for tuning in. Let's get back to the journey that we were on. So Nap said that he started making full blown meals, not just like every now and then, but about once a week. It was Kalen's Creations, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So from that step, when did you join culinary school?
Culinary school. So culinary school was this was actually, so when I got out of high school, when I graduated from Atlantic Coast, I played football there. So I had a scholarship to go to Weber International. That shit was in like Babson Park, middle of nowhere, private school. But I had a full scholarship, so I was like, all right, let me try the school route. Let me try to get my business degree. But I already knew that I wasn't fucking with school. But like I said, I was playing football, didn't matter. So I was like, it's funny because probably like 20 people from Jax was down there, maybe 15, like 15, 20. But bro, the school was so bad, bro. It was like this. I ain't trying to bash the school. This was like 10 damn years ago. But like the school, it just wasn't like football. It wasn't like we didn't have a field. Wasn't like tackling. I'm like, bro, if I'm finna be playing football, I need to be playing football type shit. So I was like, bro, our whole class, all the people from Jax came back by Thanksgiving. So this was like 4 or 5 months, like, and we was all back. So I already knew while I was there, I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna go back home. I'm gonna save some bread, and I'm gonna go to culinary school. And that's what I ended up doing. My mom had actually ended up getting sick right before I was leaving, but my family is like I said, my mom's always been very supportive of everything we do. So it's like her happiness is almost more than, I guess, it's like the energy that she needs. So I knew if I would have stayed, my brother and my stepdad were here, so I knew she had people here, and then I had just didn't get her a dog. I think we still had our first dog, but like I said, I knew that she wanted to like just be happy with us being happy type shit. So that's when I just was like, all right, we gotta go. And she was like, all right, you gotta go do what you gotta do. So like I said, just being able to, she toured the school with me. She liked it, and like that was just the journey. And I always told her I was gonna graduate from school anyway, or go to school and get a degree. So that was me doing my part anyway. Like I wouldn't have, if I being a black male in America, like you had to have some type of paperwork or next thing to compete with somebody else who may not even have the credentials that you already have. So that was for my mom, and that was for any other question. So it's like, all right, well, do you have any experience? I'm like, well, I went to school. It doesn't, like I said, it's funny because in the culinary field, you going to school is actually like a backfire. Like, not necessarily backfire, but like they're like, oh, you're a snob. You think you know it all. Because some people, oh, well, the book says this is the right sauce and blah, 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 blah. A lot of food is adaptation. Like, you got to figure it out. But like places, most restaurants, or like not even restaurants, the people who work in them, like the line cooks and the people who've been there for like 5-6 years, you kind of think that a lot of them think that they come in and are better because they have that paper. I didn't. I'd rather learn from the people who don't because they're doing it daily. But it's like I said, I told my mom I'll get the paper, and then like I said, just for any comparison type shit. But that's when culinary school was. It was fun. It was straight. It was easy. It's funny because it was easy. Like I treated it kind of like real school. I wasn't interested in. I was gifted, so it's like my mind always thought differently. So it's like if it wasn't like a creative type notion, it kind of didn't really matter type thing. Yeah. So like science was cool. I like physics. I like chemistry. I hated math, but I could write very well.
So I don't know how culinary school works. Like you take regular courses as well when you're in culinary school?
Man, bro. So funny part is I didn't know that. So I signed up for culinary school. I'm thinking it's all cooking. Like,
yeah, that's what I thought,
bro. So you do it. So the first 9, let's say the first 6 weeks or first whatever, is introductory to cooking or introductory to something. So they teach you knife skills. They teach you the definitions. That's really all school is about. It teaches you definitions. It teaches you terms. It teaches you what this means, what that means, blah, blah, blah. The reason for a chef coat, why the buttons are over here. Like, it's literally stuff that doesn't really matter. But, and like I said, knife skills, that was, of course, important. But like I said, mainly it's the terminology of things. Once that happened, like I said, it's like you have the first 9 weeks and then, bro, you switch over type thing. So I didn't even know. So we were walking through and then like we go into like a classroom and I'm like, bro, I'm sitting here like, bro, nah, not a classroom. So we had books. I missed a lot of class because like I had a job within those first classes, like within my first like culinary classes. I had got a job because I had to pay bills and shit.
Yeah. So you going into the next part of the journey. So I was gonna ask, what was your job while you were in culinary school? Was it in the food industry?
Oh, definitely. So
okay.
So it was Roy's. Like Roy's was this is Orlando. So restaurant.
You said Roy's?
Roy's Hawaiian Fusion.
Okay.
This was on Restaurant Row. So if you know Orlando, Restaurant Row is like where Eddie V's is and Roy's, and this is like I said 10 years ago, or about 8. But like that whole row was like fast paced, open kitchens, blah blah blah. So like as I'm learning in school, I'm getting my ass whooped there. So it's like nothing. If I didn't have to go to work, because I lived by UCF, and then I went to work all the way 30, 40 minutes away, and had to take I-4, Colonial, worst traffic in the world.
Hey, fuck I-4.
Worst traffic in the world, dog. And I had a driving manual. I had just learned how to drive manual, so life was wild. So like I said, once the classes started, I wouldn't show up because if I didn't have to work, I wouldn't go to school. So I just took the points. Basically, like my attitude in life is like, bro, if I'm paying you to go to school, you can't flunk me, you can't fail me because I'm paying you. So it's not a great analogy to use, but like I said, nobody's gonna ask your GPA when you get a job type shit, especially not in the culinary field. So like I said, I'm not finna waste my time. I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna do good, but like I said, the classroom wasn't just what I was looking for type thing. But like I said, I went, learned what I needed to learn. Then the learning part was they're like the homework and stuff. You gotta like prep your dishes out. I wouldn't really do that, so I was big on just creating. Like if you give me a big ass room full of produce, full of meat, and that's bro, school was
like on some Master Chef shit. Like and like at the beginning of Master Chef, they'd be like, make whatever you want, and then you could choose all
free.
these different ingredients.
Bro, all this shit is free. All this shit is stuff you ain't seen. Some stuff you have seen, and like bro, it's a culinary school, so it's a plethora of shit. So I rather all my like you have to like write your prep list out, write what you were going to make, blah 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 blah. Bro, I would never do it. My teachers would be hot. It's something simple, but I was like, bro, I don't know what I'm finna make. And then like I would make what I needed to, and they would be shocked. Like I had some of my teachers hated me, for real, because like I wouldn't show up, and then like I wouldn't do the prep thing, and then they would be like, oh, how are you making this if you don't know what you're putting in it? I was like, well, I don't know what I was telling them, but like I said, at the end of the day, I got the grade. Like I got full points. Sometimes they ask me for like the recipe of what I put in something. Because like I said,
you gotta leave out one ingredient so they can't steal your sauce. You be like, oh, I ain't gonna tell you about this one.
I didn't care, bro. Like, bro, you can make it, you can have it. Like y'all got y'all experience. It, like I said, food was always like just creating for me. It's like limitless creation. So it's like, yeah, I may grab a bunch of shit, but I know what I'm gonna use in the amount of time to do it type thing.
Yeah.
But I like just the freedom of, all right, starting. Like some of my best writing, some of my best homework, my best projects, my best everything's were last minute. Like, cause your mind has to think now, opposed to okay, well, let's stretch this out 2 weeks. Nah, if you think now, you're like, all right, do that, because now you have to do it. It's the same as, I guess, when you're going through life, you got to do it. So if the sooner you start to do it, you've already started. So it's like same thing with like I said, writing a paper. When a timer is there, now you're like, oh fuck, like the pressure's on.
Yeah.
Basically, like I've always enjoyed pressure. I've always loved thriving in. All right, well, I'm injured, well, but I'm good, like I'm straight. So, get through it, type shit.
Yeah, I've always been like that too, Brad. Little quick story on my end. In 10th grade, there was the history fair where you're supposed to make a PowerPoint and do a presentation. So the night before it was due, me and my homies sit there. We did it on the 2012 End of the World shit, the Mayan shit.
Right.
So there was a documentary from like National Geographic or something like that. Bro, I watched that shit, pause, reiterate, change like motherfucker, change what it says, but says the same thing.
Got right.
Night before, bruh, why the motherfucking teacher? Now, I'm one of those, I got D's, C's, F's. Like, that's my normal shit because I've always been like a fuck the system kind of motherfucker.
Oh, no, for sure.
Why this man come up to me and my homie and was like, I want you guys to join the history fair. And I'm like, what? I'm like, bro, I just bullshitted this shit last night, bro.
You talking about, nah, I'm good, bro.
I'm like, fuck, no, hell no, I did that shit. Because look, as somebody who wasn't successful in school, I had to go do it. Like, look, all y'all motherfuckers didn't make it in here and y'all be like talking shit because I ain't doing my work or whatever, bro. Like, we just on two different wavelengths, bro. Like, this shit, I knew from the jump, like, this shit don't make sense. But yeah, like you said, bro, that pressure, sometimes that pressure, and it's like you said before, if you've been in a situation, you can do better next time. Like, you're in that mind space, bro. So
it's okay to fail, bro. Like, it's okay to, bro, pressure burst pipes. It's okay for that fucking pipe to fucking burst, go everywhere, bro. That shit is completely fine, bro. But patch that bitch up, figure that shit out, start again, bro. Cause and that bitch gonna leak, bro. Cause some bursts are like uncontrollable to or take time to fucking patch, bro. So it's once you start patching it, you start it. It's not gonna unpatch. It's not gonna get any worse, bro. But once you start patching something, once you start working on something, working to fix something, the only thing you can do is fix it, type shit. So,
all right. So what year was it when you started culinary school?
Damn, come on, bro. We getting old.
Trying to get that timeline for the people. Hey, this gas burning white, boy. You see that? Straight white. I mean, good gas.
2000, let's say 2014. I mean, I still, fun fact, I'm a hoarder for, I mean, a lot of people probably know this. I'm a hoarder for like memories and I don't know, just life. So like my phone still has text messages from 2012. I used to save like a happy birthday text from like special people and shit. This was like years ago and shit, but like it's still in my phone. Like I said, pictures from 2012, 2011, some before, but yeah, I keep a lot of information for real. But
I might have missed all that. What year was it when you started culinary school?
2014.
2014. So yeah. I did miss it. Okay, so 2014, we in 2023, so that was 9 years ago. Mm-hmm. You started a job at Roy's. How long in the culinary was that when you started Roy's?
That was like I said, probably a month or two. Like
okay, so early on. Okay, was Roy's the only place you worked at while you? Okay, you only worked at Roy's.
I was a full-time student and I was working full-time.
And this was in Orlando. So you wasn't in the Ville at that time. When did you graduate culinary school?
It's a 18-month program. So
okay. Oh shit. Damn, bro. I don't know shit about culinary school, bro.
It's like a 2-year program because you once you do all the classes and shit, you have to do an externship. And that's just work. That's just working at a place to for credits. They dock you for, like I said, if you basically it's like to get a job, but right. I already had the job. So my bosses were like, I had the job type shit. Like I was there almost 7 months, like a year. When I had the externship and do all that shit, I was already there.
Okay. So you took you graduated from culinary school and then you came back to the Ville? The story continues.
After graduation, like I said, I stayed in Orlando, bro. I didn't want to come back to Jax, to be honest. That wasn't
Duval County, baby.
He right. Shit. But I didn't want to come back to Jax for real. But like I said, we'll touch on that as we go. But so after school, stayed at the restaurant. At this point, like I said, Orlando is a big food place. So all I wanted to do was learn. I just kept working. I think I had got a place. So I was staying by myself. And at this point, like I said, I was just working. I got my first Audi around that time. Like I said, I just wanted to bro, I literally worked like after I graduated, I worked like 2 jobs. Or I was working doubles at one job, and then I would go to another job type shit. So I was just working because my whole mindset was like stack while you're young, like grind while you can, while you're healthy, while you can wake up, while you can get shit faced night before, go work 20 hours and then pass out and then do the shit again. Like that was my like I said, I'm young, I can do it, fuck it, like let's go do this shit.
Yeah.
And like I said, I was living by myself, I had a crib, like I said, I had a car, had a dog, all of that shit. But like I said, I was just working so much, so I didn't really have time to enjoy the shit. But and then let's say I was working in a restaurant for like I said, for like a year or two. And then like I was working in one of my favorite restaurants. It's called Osprey Tavern. It was like $1 million, $1.5 million built at that time. Very beautiful place.
So $1.5 million.
Built.
That's how much it cost to build the restaurant.
It was beautiful, bro.
Oh shit,
bro. It was like stainless steel. Everything. The walk-in was a walk-in. Basically, you could put like this, like a bedroom in the walk-in type shit, and in the bathroom, basically.
Damn.
Like it was that big. Food was labeled everywhere. Things were straight. This is where I learned, like I said, like the farm, because Orlando was big on farm to table, like using everything, snout to tail. Like I said, everything, bro. And that's when like I said, I enjoyed it the most because, yes, I've always just kind of done my own thing, even in the industry. So this is when I was really growing my hair up. My hair was like the furthest it's been. The area I was in, I was literally the only black person in the area. Because it was like it was a real rich area. There was a Publix in the neighborhood type shit. And then
Publix be motherfucking, they be running Florida, bro. They like the cartel of Florida, bro.
Right. But like I said, I'm one of the only black people in that area while I'm working, so I'm getting crazy looks at everything. So I've always just been me, regardless of where I was at. So I end up getting talked to by one of my bosses, and he was like, basically, okay, so I had got arrested before. I ain't gonna tell the whole story for all that, but I got arrested for some shit I didn't really do. But it's an extremely long story. But like I said, the system makes you either make you or break you. So I saw everything in the jail from top to bottom type shit. So it's like I saw the killers, I saw the crazy people, I saw kids happy to sign 10. Like so shit like that.
No, sir.
I was there so like 3 months. So I did 3 months. But like I said, either the first time I went, I had probation and missed probation, and because like I said, when you once you're in the system, they try to keep you in that bitch, and they try to make sure that life ain't as easy once you out that bitch too. So like I said, I had to work full time. I had bills to pay. I I always did everything on my own. I never asked for handouts. I never asked for help, whether if I needed it or not. I never asked for help. I always never wanted to be a burden to anybody type shit. So if I got in trouble, I got myself out of trouble. And like I said, that's how I always was. But
what do you think there's a reason why you're like that? Like you don't like to ask for help?
it's just the at the end of the day, why ask for help if you haven't tried it? Why ask for help? If you're able, if you can try to figure this shit out, bro. Because like I said, everything makes you better. Yes, it's good to ask for help. I still haven't really learned that to this day. But at the end of the day, I've never wanted to be a burden on somebody, and I've never, I don't know, like it's always been the person I've been, like, because like I said, if you tell me no once, it's like, what's the point of asking you? I'm gonna have to do it myself. So basically, it saves me the effort of a no. Not saying I don't care if I get denied. You deny me, it's cool. But at the same type of time, it's like, why ask you if I can just do it myself?
Yeah.
Because what you got going on is never really going to be looked at the same way as somebody else trying to help you with what you got going on. Like, say you like, bro, bro, I need, you think you can help me out? You're like, yeah, I can help you, but like, give me some time type shit. Like, if you ask, basically, you asking, that means you ain't really got time.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you can wait, you can do all that, but it's like the same type of time. It's like, bro, just try to do it yourself. So like I said, I've always just tried to do it myself and end up just doing it myself. And my mom always been there. She's always been the voice. But like, even sometimes I don't tell her anything because it's like being a burden. Like you tell your parents what's going on, and like I said, she had before I went to school, she had got sick with lupus. But once that, like I said, just certain things like that is like, all right, bro, you just handle it, bro. Because end of the day, it's like, why not? Like, or yeah, it's gonna be a little harder, but bro, life ain't supposed to be easy. It can be easy if you make it easy, but it ain't no problem with stuff being a little hard. Like I said, it ain't none of the stuff I'm doing is like life threatening by myself. So end of the day, it's like,
Listen,
try.
It's life threatening to your taste buds, boy. That shit ruins other food for you, bro. Whenever you eat FeedTheVille, that shit ruins other food for you. But okay, so you got in your little legal situation. Is that what brought you back to Jacksonville?
Yeah, so
okay.
That's what got me back. Like I said, my mom was like, just come home. You got she's like, you got us. Or yeah, what she's like, you got us. We got you, whatever you need. We got you. So I was like, nah. I told her like straight up, nah. But so I stayed there for a little bit, and like I said, the time I did in there, basically, like I said, I was behind on everything. I was still paying while I was in there, so I was like up to date on most things. But my car they stole my car. They took my car. So they didn't even repossess it because I was current on my payments. But since wherever I guess it was in the police lockup, they auctioned my shit with all my stuff in it. So, so basically, like, I literally was paying for a car that I didn't have, and then when that happens, it goes to collections. So I had to like literally pay for a car I didn't own. So I had to negotiate and cuss their ass out on a daily to bring all that shit back. Cause bro, like I said, once you go to jail, bro, the outside life still continues. Bro, bills still go, payments still are being asked for. Your lights are still. My dog got taken. I had a pit bull. My dog got taken, and I already know they put him down type shit.
Yeah.
But like, bro, just like I said, life was life. Like I said, I was young. It got out early, but like I said, bro, it's the Lord. It's how He wants you. It's how He wanted to go. Like if he wanted another way for me, He would have gave me another way.
Yeah.
So
for sure.
So like I said, I'd never never flinched, never stopped. I was like, all right, well, let's get it. So after like shit was just getting, or basically like my lease was finally ending. I think I tried to make it to at least my to that. Lease finally ended. Lawyers paid off. Then, like I said, I got picked up. My mom moved everything back. I didn't have much because my shit was gone. But moved back, and that's when, and then that was when shit got real. That was when shit really started for real.
All right, so I think that's a good holding point. We gonna talk about Naps coming into FeedTheVille, which is what we about. Forecast, Jacksonville,
Duval County, baby.
We be right back.
Ain't gotta go make a way when you know what direction to go. Lead in the water and niggas may drown. I can't reach back if you gon' put me down. It's only heavy if your head ain't made for the crown. Sound of the rains with the pain in the soul of a king while he reigns on his throne. I know this pain cause I've been before. Death and disloyalty taking my partners. Tried to destroy me but couldn't. Power and royalty got them distracted. Lack of respect got you losing your footing. Take me for granted, regret it for life. Won't take a second to change.
All right, y'all, we back. All right, we gonna wrap up this story and get some more questions out the way, man. I done did a little preparation, but my boy Naps is providing very descriptive details of what has been going on. So we've landed in the part where Dukes was like, bring your ass to the crib. You got support here. Come on through. Naps was resistant, but then he came.
Yeah.
All right, so from what I know, How I Met You was on Twitter. And chicken wings and Twitter. And also, just to have an interesting start coming back from the break, I took a motherfucking screenshot while I was scrolling through the Twitter. Let me tell y'all how much these wings used to be.
Hey, hold on.
We got the Naps Whip presents FeedTheVille Volume 1 wings. All right.
Volume 1.
6-piece with toast. 7 cash.
Hold on, damn.
Goop.
Nah, ain't no
Ultra
way.
goop. Hold on.
Ain't no fucking way.
12-piece with toast.
Ain't no fucking way.
10 cash.
Ain't no
12 piece for 10 cash? But a 10 piece is like $18 at restaurants right now, Brad.
Hey, this was 10 years
Wings
ago,
done
man.
went up, bro.
Right. Niggas is getting good.
But I remember this flavor right here, the Chipotle Sriracha Ranch. Okay, but anyway, so that's how I found out about Nips.
R.I.P.
That's how I found out about Nips. See, I found out about Nips from the girl that lived up the street back when I was back. Anyways, you know what I'm saying? That's how I found out about Naps. I want to say somehow either through Gleet, LLG, Long Live Gleet, or somebody within that camp, whether it was Boat or Jig. Somebody was posting your shit, and I seen it on Twitter. I seen Jacksonville, and I was like, "Oh, this shit busting." Started seeing it again and again. And I'm like, "Okay, let me tap in."
Shit, go back to the tweet. It say the year. That shit say like,
"Hey, you ain't count.
I know.
You ain't count.
We do facts.
It don't say the year because I screenshot. No, I didn't screenshot the tweet. I screenshotted the actual media.
Don't worry, I got you.
So,
don't worry, I got you.
All right, we're gonna get that timestamp for the timeline.
Let me see.
Hey, when I took the screenshot, I had a notification at the top. I got a text message, and I keep thinking I got a text message right now. I try to click that bitch. I'm like, oh, hold up.
I do. So I got it pinned to my Twitter. This is like probably the first week or so.
This the one I got the menu. Like, yeah,
that's
2016. Definitely was booming. This is the first one I went to because it was pinned on your thing. There's a hella conversations coming from that bit.
2016.
But so that's how I found out about you. So did you start working in Jacksonville before you opened the trap, or was that your first venture coming home?
Oh no, bro, you gotta fund the trap before you can open the trap.
Okay. How we did that?
Life, you gotta fund. You always gotta fund. You gotta, and that's the thing about being an entrepreneur, bro. You gotta fund it. That's why I was big on working hard before everything, because when it came time to, like I said, bro, at the end of the day, a lot of people, nobody wants to work for somebody forever. So it's like, when you get your mindset and, like I said, your goals and shit in line, and just like I said, I had a setback, but when you double up and when you grind, you make up for that time. So it's like, working 2 jobs while I could, while I'm like, bro, I'm back home, bro. I need, like I said, It ain't too back then. It really wasn't too many options. But it's still basically the same shit, low key. Beach bars, Riverside type shit. So it was like, all right, bro, let me focus up. Of course, bro, I was still going out. Like I was still like that's when, like I said, I'm back in the city now. So I'm back with gang and all of that shit. Back with the homies, back with the family, back with everybody, bro. So like, you still got to fun to have fun, and you got to fund your mindset for the next thing. So it's like that was the main thing. So I think the first restaurant I worked when I got back was Taverna in San Marco. Because I wanted to learn pasta. Everywhere I work, I have a reason why I work there. Like I go to, like I said, the place in Orlando, I did pizza, but it was like crazy fucking pizzas. It was scratch dough, a Polish starter, which is like an active yeast that grows and all that shit. But literally those boxes and all of that shit. So I always have a purpose of where I'm going to work. I never just go to work just to work. But Taverna, I wanted to learn pasta. I wanted to learn sauces. They don't do as much scratch pasta as I wanted, but I learned sauces. I learned, like I said, just the Italian side, or like I said, a little more of the non-traditional and some traditional Italian there. So and then after that was I wanted to work for, after my legal problems, I wanted to work for somebody black. And that's when when I worked for Social, my homie Peter May, shout out to that boy Pete. That boy, he put me on. He was like, bro, this is a barbecue restaurant on Southside, bro. He's like, bro, you love it. And then basically, like I said, my dad and my grandparents were the only part of barbecue I ate. I'm sorry. Chat booming. But my dad and my grandpa and my grandparents only barbecue I ate. So, the opportunity to work for a black man, then like say he was a celebrity chef I was like, sure. So basically I just had to plan my exit at the other place. I got fired, but like I said, I planned my exit. Got fired at Taverna. That man was scared of me for some reason. Everybody. But then I started working, like I said, for Kenny. And I was like maybe, that was like 2017, maybe 2016, 17. I want to say 2017. And then
that was the spot, man.
Yeah. So shit. Story about that was shit. I mean, you know this. I got to a point where I was working there, and we were open on Mondays, and I was like, me and Kenny were like right hand, left hand, or I was his right hand. So basically, like certain decisions, I've always voiced my opinion in everything, whether I had a place or not. Like, bro, I have an opinion. I've worked enough. I've covered shifts. I've put the time in to have an opinion type shit. So I never just start off the top just blurting out stuff. But I grind at every place that I've worked to have a voice. So when it got to a point, he wanted to open on Mondays. I was like, all right, bro, only way we open on Mondays is if I get to run my specials. I didn't want no payment from it at all. I just wanted to run my food, do my food. So that's when your ass was coming every damn Monday for every special. With
if Naps, damn, I just realized I started this after the break. I took my hat off. I ain't got no haircut. If Naps had 20 specials, I was there for at least 10. At least I had at least a 50% ratio, bro. Because them bitches was.
But like I said, that was the deal. Like anytime, man. Like I said, when you work hard enough and put yourself in a position to speak and have a respected voice, it, like I said, it's, bro, you got to speak. Some people will take somebody else's punishment for something they didn't do. Bro, for what, bro? Like if somebody told you to do something, you did exactly what they told you to do, and they messed up on their end. No disrespect, but let their ass know, bro. Like people fuck up, and people of high stature fuck up. So it's like, and not saying fucking up, but it's like, bro, when you can have a voice for yourself, you can make opportunity. Like I said, I could have just worked those Mondays and been miserable. I'm like, all right, bro, I'm finna bring my clientele in here and bro, you run it like it was my restaurant. So in any situation I've ever been, I've done everything as if it was respectfully the owners, of course, but I've tried to throw my spin on it if my time is involved. If I gotta work overtime, I'm finna bring my business into the business because, like I said, it's good for both businesses. It's good, bro. I'm sure on paper, easily 30-40%. A lot of people will say more, but like I said, I'm fine. Bro, over 6-7 years, my homies, my friends pulled up to everywhere I worked at and like I said, supported. So I'm very proud of that, regardless of where I worked at, where the homies pulled up to. I'm very proud of, like I said, the show out support for the business that I've worked at, that my homies have pulled up to.
Yeah.
So,
I feel like that's very in line with what you were saying too. Like there's a reason why you work where you work. Like, you know what I'm saying? Every place you picked. And in this situation, it's like, oh, okay, well, I had the plan that we was closed on Mondays. So if I'm gonna work on Mondays, what can I get out of it? But without being greedy. So I think that's fine that you wasn't like, oh, I need some back ends on.
I still get paid.
If every single special that I sell, I get $1. Like, nah, fuck that shit, bro. I just want to put my name on it so people know that this is my creation.
Bro, it wasn't even really my name, bro. I was still posting.
It was on the chalkboard. Hey, it was on the chalkboard.
Oh,
it was on the chalkboard. Hey, I was there. I'll remind you. I'll remind you.
That's love.
That bit was on there, bro. Like, it wasn't always you, right? Though, like at first, it was just kind of like from your post, we would know that this is what you're doing or whatever. And sometimes you'd be like, hey, I'm whipping today. I don't know what we're doing yet, but stay tuned. And then at like y'all open at, let's say 4 at 3:57, you like, hey, this is what I got.
All right, because I mean, bro, I had to do. That's the thing, like, to do stuff like that, you have to make sure the job is the normal job is already done first. Like, you can't just do that shit on your own just to do it. You can, but that's gonna be a reason for, hey, bro, why did this happen? Why was this? So first, I had to do my job before I did extra. So it's not, basically, I put more on myself every day, every time I work, because, all right, not only am I, bro, we ran the full menu, the full regular menu. Then I had my specials, and it was a prep guy, and it was me, and sometimes sometimes not a dishwasher. So I was literally the only person there in the server, or like I said, it wasn't too many people there because it was Mondays type shit. But at the end of the day, I ran it as if, all right, this is my restaurant. This is, hey, when y'all come in, like I said, y'all can, and it was an open restaurant. I've always worked in open kitchens. I've always wanted to be seen to, like, that's the thing. The industry is, I won't say bad, but it's like you can't have a face in the industry. I've always liked being seen, I guess. Not, because, bro, I stuttered I had a speech impediment when I was a kid, when I was younger. Like, I still stutter. Like, certain times, certain things will make me stutter, and then I have certain twitches that make me do things. But it's like I never felt uncomfortable when any of those things happen. So it's like,
you gonna have me watching out for that shit now when you talk.
Chill. Nah, but like I said, that shit was, like I said, I've always enjoyed being seen, because when you can see somebody enjoying something, it's like, damn, bro. Like, even if I'm getting my ass whooped, you can, some things don't need to be said. If you can come in and see shit is chaos, you already gonna know that, oh, well, hey, this gonna be a little extra minute type shit. There's no questions behind it. Like, let's say you walk into any place that's closed off. You say, all right, well, and you don't see nobody in the front, or you don't, like, you see something. But let's say, like I said, shit's just going real in the back. You don't know because it's just in the back. At everywhere I worked at, you got to see the process. You got to see the food, the meat to the plate, the carving, the cutting, where it comes from, the sous videing, everything. Like, I'm big on showing the process where you can't question that we're doing it right, and also that you can see that I love this shit. Like, whether I'm getting my ass whooped, I'm not we not finna stop. We not finna quit. We just keep going type shit. So it's like that's what I've always wanted to show, and the opportunities that I had. So and that's why everywhere I've worked at, I've been trusted. I've gotten the key. But I mean, also in the industry, it's like once you find a machine, like it's put more on the machine. So it's like, and I never cared because I always said I wanted more on my plate. Like I was the type of person, all right, bro, you can send them home if they want to go home, bro, because all right, fuck it. I don't
want nobody who don't want to be here to be here. Fuck that,
bro. Like end of the day, and then like I said, I'm very observant. So let's say if we slow, we got 4 people and the business ain't doing too well. Like, bro, send 3 people home, and I'll do everything that needs to be done and closed, bro, to save the business. There, it's not on me or anybody else. I've always took the grunt of everything for other people because, like I said, I'm younger or blah blah blah. Like even.
No, I think you just like to work, bro. You just like to work, bro. And it's like,
okay. It's not even like liking to work. It's, all right, bro, somebody's got to do this shit regardless. But it's like, also, I'm able, bro. If I'm around older people and we sweeping and mopping, bro, I'm looking at you being older and knowing damn well if, let's say, my back hurting and you been here just as long as I've been here, bro, I know your back hurting.
Yeah, so like, hey, go fold the napkins and the utensils instead of standing up and
do everything else but that. So it's like, it's not even that I like to work, bro. It's if I'm in an environment and I'm there, bro, I'm fully there. Like, I'm spending my time wisely. Like, even if you slow at a restaurant, bro, I created 90% of my dishes on the clocks of all the restaurants I've worked at because you got to spend your time wisely, bro. If you on a corporate clock, it's corporate money. So why are you worried about it? Use what you can. Use the supplement. Use the time wisely. People gotta think about, I guess, just more than what's in front of them. Like, if you look around, like I said, literally, if you look around, you straight. Like, if you look around, you can learn way more when you look around than just
keeping your head
down, bro. Because that's how I learned sushi. Like, the person beside me was getting their ass whooped. I'm like, hey, bro, what can I help you do? They like, you don't even know how to roll sushi, but I can show you this. Say less, just show me something. Rolling mats.
So we had Gilbert Social, and we gonna. Not that we're going to skip past, but the venture in between Silky's, like the hot chicken and fish. And different. It was very short. So I would say, while we talking about that, is there anything you would say you learned from where Kenny was jumping from where he was at Gilbert's for a long time and then he was kind of finding the groove and then, sure. Here's Silky's. Like, is there anything you learned from that experience?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like I said, I learned a lot from like I said, just the one man army, the B side. Like, that man is a beast. He's always, and that's what he's known as. Like, and that's what he's prides himself on being. But like I said, it's sometimes the old school. He was real old school because I mean, as he should be. But like I said, every place I work, I've brought my full energy, brought myself. So when I got there, changed them a lot. Like, calmed them down, calmed certain shit down. Showed them that, like I said, if you mess up, I'm gonna say something. Not necessarily disrespect you, but I'm gonna say something. And I'm gonna bring an opinion and bring a point. So it's like I learned that, like I said, that people will listen if you work for them, bro. Like, it was a lot of times it was just me and him, and bro, whole Stilkies was just me and him.
Oh no, I remember the beginning, bro. Like,
bro, so like listen. I said, when you see somebody dedicated who's dedicated as you, it's like exactly like I said, it's what you're looking for, but it's like end of the day, I can't continue to build somebody else's legacy when I got my own. So it's like everywhere I've been for my entire life, I've gotten somebody else the big job when they was the ones at home. They the chef of the building, but they at the crib when they supposed to send everybody else home, but I'm there. Like I said, it is what it is. Like, I have no problem with getting somebody else a better job, bro. If I can help you feed your kids, bro, that is my goal in life, bro. To just help people, bro. And I'm not, like I said, I worry about me. I don't need somebody else to worry about me. So I'll worry about everybody else because, like I said, I can get me every time, regardless. So the in between the silkies was, or I mean, the main thing I learned was like I said, the grind part, and I mean, I was already a grinder, but like just the like connections and just like I said, just building like a legacy, bro. Because he had everything that I was trying to do, like let's say seasoning, spices, own brands, own things like that. So it's like I'm seeing the entire way to do it before, type shit. So
and then the fermented veggies and stuff, bro. You just throw some veggies in there, throw some stuff in there to make it ferment, and boom, you got a product. Like I thought that was cool, bro. Like that's an easy fermentation shit. That shit's easy to make for real. So dive just for a second. We're gonna dive a little into Silky's. For those of y'all that don't know, Silky's is in what's the neighborhood called? It's not Murray Hill, Springfield.
Right.
So it's in Springfield, Walnut and 6th Street.
Yeah.
Okay, so Silky's chicken and biscuits. That's basically what they do. Kenny has a couple different items on the menu that are like his signature dishes, and he do different specials. They're open for brunch now. So moving past that, they went separate ways, and Naps decided to do his own thing, just like when he started doing the trap. We skipped over the trap, but we don't really got time to be jumping back and forth. The trap was pull up on me where I'm at.
Oh, that shit.
Put in your
shit.
order.
Oh, he sleep. That shit still go. That shit. He talking about like the full time trapping. Shit, we can touch on that more.
Yeah, jump in it. Fuck it.
Shit. That shit was just the in between. Once we opened Silky's, I knew what the direction. I didn't want to take over Silky's, so I was good on that. I forced my way out myself, I guess. But like I said, you can never control time. You can only control what you can control, type shit. So I did what I did, and like I said, lost my job in the beginning of 2022. So basically, the full year of this is around. So trapping, I had bought my crib. I bought my crib, and right before I lost my job, because like I said, you gotta set it up. Everything was
that's like a movie, bro.
Everything was
got a crib and then job,
bro. Everything set up, because like I said, you gotta have a job to buy a crib. Come on now. So did what I needed to do, knew what I needed to do. Was okay. The time was okay for me, but I just didn't know when. And like I said, it happened. But the trap was basically that full year type shit. Like, all right, bro. I got a mortgage to pay. I got a car note. I got insurance. And if anybody know me, my car notes are always. This is when I had a SQ5. But my car notes are always. My insurance is always nuts. Like basically my legal problems before I have made my car insurance absolutely nuts. So, like I said, I had shit to pay, so started trapping, bro. And I had always been trapping. That's how it started. That's where Gleek came in 2016. Like, those wings, was like I said, I was trapping full time. I was trapping part time because I was working full time. So it's like when I finally had full time to do my business, that's when the trapping came in, and that bridged us to where we are now, because the trapping was supposed to be, like I said, more of still just giving everybody opportunity to get my food. I can't deliver to you because you're taking me away from making another plate. So I'm like, all right, bro, just pull up on me. Everybody pull up on me. Yes, I do stay in the hood, but like I said, as long as you understand that, everybody was pulling up on me. That's why it was called trapping.
Hey, listen,
but when that light was open,
that's what I was about to say. Big dog, listen, back in the G, not even when he had the light. This was before the light. Just saying the trap is open, bro. That shit felt like Christmas Day, bro. You wake up and you're like, oh, right. I have the opportunity to get naps today, bro. And another thing we'll jump into, and this is why you were still working with Kenny. You did meal preps too.
Oh, absolutely.
That was back when I was pescatarian, and like I ain't gonna lie, meal preps don't slap with like seafood. That shit ain't like.
Oh no, you can't.
It just really ain't there. But I did the vegetarian. My dog, listen, bro. What I think it was some tomatoes. I don't know what the fuck you did to me. I don't even like tomatoes like that, bro. But you did the fuck out of them tomatoes, the mushrooms, the cauliflower.
Oh yeah, that might remember
The sauces was hitting. Yeah, no, that's when I was living with the boys, man. That shit, we was living.
Bro, that's what everybody was. Bro, Keegan. Shout out to boy Keegan the Cavs. That boy Keegan was literally every week. From the time I started to like the time I ended, he like, bro, I'm talking about the Cash App. This is when Cash App like kept the amount that people spent with you, like right there, bro. He literally spent a couple $1,000s with me just off of meal preps himself because he shot with me every week type shit. Yeah. And like I said, that shit was during I was working full time, still working full time, working 2 jobs. Yeah, and not doing that shit on the side.
Hey, but then whenever I started eating meat again, I definitely got the meal preps again with the turkey. What kind of cheese you had in that bit? Feta? I think the turkey feta meatballs, bro. I don't like no feta cheese, bro. But that bit was buzzing. That boy Naps will make me eat some shit that I don't even like for real, and I'll fuck with it. But Naps, you got time for another break and another little 20 minutes?
Absolutely.
All right, bet. We gonna hit one more break and we gonna be right back.
Extend it for Whippin, man. Extend it.
Duval County, baby.
Yeah. OG told me you can change the people around you, but you can't change the people around you. Yeah. Ooh, baby. Never gotta say much, people they know like. Ooh, baby. The coke pulling up, they be mopping them shows like. Baby. Move growing on my jack, moon walking on flows like. Baby. Kid Dynamite, Mike Tyson, we sending them blows like. Ooh, baby. Never gotta say much, people they know like. Ooh, baby. The coke pulling up, they be mopping them shows like. Baby. Smooth criminal, Mike Jack, moon walking on flows like. Baby. Kid Dynamite, Mike Tyson, we sending them blows like.
From the Ville where the bullets get flown out of Simi. You need some shot called Tony or Tinny. Wait, they know throw foes when you with me. Don't say fake hoes, same clothes, different city. Go get something new. They know I be spitting, I came to get lost in the booth. Fuck having sauce of the juice if you ain't got art to support all that talking you do. Look, I'm the GOAT, the god, the ghost so high. They don't wanna battle, they won't survive. They cages get rattled, I'm so surprised. They scared of their shadow, they won't collide with a group like this.
My brother, hey man, you know what the hell going on, man. Sober boy, kickball, you did. We out this bitch, big Oakley, big white boy swag, you did. What the fuck going on? Taco meat, quesadilla meat, whatever the hell you wanna call it, man. We out this bitch, you dig?
This nigga, LC be the motherfucking click, nigga. So deep, way more than just 6 niggas. Don't need no post, no clip, no nigga, no bitch, man. I'm came out there dirty with hands clean. We up at 6:30, no damn sleep. Right with my dog in the backseat. This heat on full blast, ain't no AC. No taking it back what you gave me. That pain you can't heal, it just stays deep. Who's safe when they told ain't no safety? Don't stop what you throwin' that airy. I roll up my cannabis. We clean like a janitor. The gang in the van, that's us. We take your advantages. Take it for granted, we taking it from you. Hate when we up, when you down and they love you. You hear the sound when we come. That turning nothing to something.
Turning nothing into gold, yeah. After me all in my soul, yeah. Living legends got the code, yeah. I done bitches with the most, yeah. 60 seconds till I blow. Detonate a hater down to they toes. Greater vision from the most mean I'm chose. Anybody wanna get it, I'm picking the lock. Flip the burner, fill the pot. Picking poison, take a shot. Pull up the lock, follow behind like the op. Mad cause I'm something they not. The code on the way, moving silence, get the K. Enemies running my one of my hunting, I slay. Looking like you wanna play. Silence is can't duplicate. Ho, bitch.
Baby, never gotta say much, people they know like. Ooh, baby. The coke pulling up, they be mopping them shows like. Baby, smooth growing on my jack, moon walking on flows like. Baby, Kid Dynamite, Mike Tyson, we sending them blows like. Ooh, baby. Never gotta say much, people they know like. Ooh, baby. The coke pulling up, they be mopping them shows like. Baby, smooth criminal, Mike Jack, moon walking on flows like. Baby, Kid Dynamite, Mike Tyson, we sending them blows like.
Bitch, and you
we back for the last segment of Naps Whippin on them bitch.
Extended Whippin.
So now let's just get into where you at now since you left Silky's. You was doing the trap open. Now it's very, very rare the trap is open. But if you know, you know what I'm saying? Just hit the line right quick, you know what I'm saying? Because like Chef said, he whipping 24/7. If you know, you know. If you don't know, maybe one day, but you know what I'm saying? Until then, Naps is open for catering.
Yep.
How's that been? I've seen you've been doing a lot of catering lately.
Bro, caterings are amazing, bro, because that's, like I said, when you set goals, when you know what you want, when not necessarily like know what you want, but like when you know what you're looking for, you know what can take the next step, know the process is to just get to the next thing. You figure it out. So it's like I'd always told myself caterings, because like I said, I didn't want people coming to my house. I mean, like I said, I'm from the city. I've never been worried about none of that. And if it's a problem, we know how to handle problems, like always. So it's like,
keep talking. I'm gonna turn the fan off.
Oh yes sir. But like I said, little shit like that, I've never worried about. But little shit like that, I've never worried about. But like I said, I've always worried about everyone else's safety. So that's why the idea was to limit opening the trap, especially like I said for the nighttime stuff. But mainly, the idea was to get fully 2 caterings, and not necessarily fully, but just offer other options from the crib. Like I offer like a private dining with me, where I do like 3 courses, 3 to 5 courses, and like I said, my home is set up very, very nice, very, very open kitchen experience type thing. And like I said, you can either watch me do what I do, or I mean the way the setup is, there's a nice TV. You can put whatever you want on the TV. You can play whatever music you want. Like that's just another. I've always wanted to create options of availability. I can do the same thing at your house, or you can come to my house for a little cheaper type thing. I always wanted to open up. Like I said, when I was younger, I always said I wanted to feed the world. I always wanted to feed everybody. Or also mainly that everybody deserves a good meal. So it's like if you like I said, if you can't make it to me at this time, here's an opportunity to make it to me at this time. If you can't afford this is a way that you can get a meal from me. My meals range from where I've $12 to $15, 12 or base start.
I'm about to say it's some premium meals.
Oh no, it's plenty of premium, because like I said,
my favorites.
I've been in this industry, so but even them are bargains. I'll be looking at
facts.
I'll be looking at how much.
Listen, steak frites. Never heard of it. I learned it from him. Steak frites at Ember and Iron, which is a wonderful local restaurant. I had it recently. We didn't have the steak frites, but the scallops and the redfish and the oysters were. Them boys doing it on seafood. But anyways,
that's way out there in Bertram.
Yeah, bro, we went out that bit. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I know
that bit busting. I fuck with it.
That's fire.
So hey, listen, get y'all some of that juggernaut, boy. Hey, that bit just threw me off. So the course, what I was gonna say is, so there's another way that I've had your food, which was that you prepare and send it out. We did the Valentine's. Me and my girl did the Valentine's with you, where we took it home and then we had it at our own home with the whole course, not just like you say you'll pull up or they could pull up, but also there was a to-go option at one point. See, I done had Naps in every variation that Naps offers.
Okay.
So my question to you would be, if I was to, I'm not Colorwo. I'm coming to you as a random person. I would like a 5-course meal, no budget. What you got for me? Chef choice. Like, what would, if they just let it all to you, 5-course meal, what would you give them? No budget, so you could use any ingredients you wanted to.
I think I gotta create 5 courses right now.
Huh?
You telling me to create 5 courses right now?
Yup, I'm putting you on the spot. Just
you know much food is in the world. All right.
It should make it easier because there's so many options.
No, it doesn't. It's absolutely not. But sure. Fuck it. 5 courses.
I thought this was one of my better questions, and it turns out this is a bad question.
I won't say it's bad. I just wasn't expecting it because now I got it. Bro, it's hard. So I can't even cap. Like when all my menus are custom. I don't do recipes. I don't do. So what you're asking me to do on the spot, like I said, I can do it, but all my catering menus, I don't repeat. Not saying that I don't make the same thing again.
Yeah.
But I don't offer it as, oh, you can get this, you can get this. Everything is to order because some people don't eat everything. I want to cater to you.
Right.
I want to know, like, if it's a wedding, I want to know what's your favorite food.
So in my sense, where I'm getting at is, I've had your food so much that I don't give a damn what you make. I'll take it. So let's switch it. It is Color Woe. It is me.
I mean,
asking you for the 5-course meal.
It's still the same thing because, like I said, you've had so much. Now I'm not trying to give you something you've already had.
Yeah.
So like I said, I'll still do the shit. But like I said, that's the process. Like I don't have a recipe book where I'm like, oh yeah, I'm finna throw this. I'm finna throw this. So like I said, that's why. Let's say I don't. And that's something I can change for sure. But I enjoy the process of not getting bored with my food.
Yeah.
I enjoy the process of, not necessarily like fingers crossed. I hope it's good. I hope it's good. But when people be like, "Oh my God, what is this? I'm like, I gotta look at it because, bro, I don't like I said, I'm not finna. I don't have a master. Basically, like, if you rob me from at my house right now for all my recipes, all what makes me money, bro, you're not gonna find nothing. There's not a book. I got old books, old stuff, but I don't look up anything. I don't go back and look up if it's a picture. That's the picture. If it's a pic, like I eat by visuals. I've always been very visual. I can look at a picture and be like, oh, I know what that is. I know what that is. But that's why I worked in Asian spots. That's why I worked in Italian spots and that's why I worked in, I mean, I already know Southern, but like I say, barbecue spot. So I can mix and fusion and do everything that I want to. All right.
You lead me. Oh.
I'm going to get to the question. All right. So 5 courses. I'm going to give you 3 because I don't want people to be like, oh, bro, let me order that. So I'm gonna do 3. So I'll probably start off with like I made these like I'm going in my bag. Yeah, so I made like these wonton shrimp balls. So like
the recent ones that you was just posting?
Nah, oh, okay. And this stuff is I don't think I've ever posted.
Okay.
I got too much stuff.
All right, wontons.
But it's like so what you do is you cut up wonton strips into like little strips, and then you make shrimp into like a paste or a ball or like a meatball type thing. You roll the shrimp into the raw wonton, and then you fry it. But the wontons basically are a chip around the ball, and it's like crunchy strips throughout. So it'd be like a fried wonton shrimp ball, with like a soy mustard yum yum sauce. Then let's say, like I said, we're only doing 3 courses. So second course would probably be like let's do a BDA, like a soy braised shredded beef sushi roll.
Oof.
But it would be a dip. It would be a dip.
Mm-hmm.
So it would be like shredded beef. We'll do. We need a crunchy element. So we'll do. We'll do. I like cream cheese and stuff like that. So we'll do cream cheese. Like a carrot. Like, I mean, you gotta put some veggies in that motherfucker. So carrot. And then the top we'll do like a chip dust, but like I said, and then we'll do the dip with the BDA. So plate that shit up nice. Have a little cilantro type of sauce.
Not the beef sushi with the birria.
All right, you feel me? You feel me? So and then shit, and that'll come with like a ginger garlic fried rice. But like with crispy shallots, crispy garlic at the end. Tons of scallions. I love scallions. And then like a soy teriyaki sauce for that, or I'm sorry, a honey teriyaki sauce. I got a honey teriyaki sauce I've been making. This crazy. Then I don't make dessert, but I make motherfucking cheesecake. So we'll rock with the cheesecake. My favorite things in life are my mama's apple pie, and that's it. So I would go with the apple pie cheesecake with the brulee, with a brulee on the top of that motherfucker. So like an apple pie compote and a brulee little top on the cheesecake.
Okay.
Three courses, man. I gotta pay for that 5.
I had something that was never sold, which was the plantain cheesecake, I believe.
Mm-hmm. That was one of my first ones I had made too.
That bit was definitely buzzing.
The testers.
All right, but like as y'all see, I threw the hat on, I threw the shades on. We finna knock out these questions so we can make sure we can squeeze it all in. Growing up, what was your favorite cooking show?
Emerald Live. He was a showman, bro. Like literally, bam. Like he had catchphrases. Everyone was watching him. Everything he did, everyone was amazed by. He would feed food to the people. He like smell this. But he made you want to like eat basically. Yeah. But do
me a favor and get up on the mic a little bit better.
Yeah, I got you. He made like I said, he made you want to eat. He made just watching food just different. Like I said, he controlled the room. That's why I've always worked in open kitchens. Like if you're not having a conversation, you look up to where the food coming from, where you gonna be stuck. You're gonna be mesmerized because like it's a show. It's always a show. It's how you move. It's how you recover. It's how you, like I said, it's live type shit. So it's like what you see is what you're gonna get. And that's exactly what it was. Like he was a showman, and like I said, he's still a goat for all of that shit.
Would you ever want to have Naps a Whippin cooking show or a YouTube series, something like that?
Yeah, it's in the works already. It's already in the works. It's in the works.
World premiere.
Yeah, definitely. So it's like I don't want to get too much, but like basically my vision, and you seeing everything I'm doing. So what we call it, first person whipping, man. So be on the lookout for that. But like I said, everything through my eyes, showing y'all how to do things, and showing y'all for real. Like not just do this, do that. We ain't gonna do no recipes, maybe. But like I said, you gonna see that motherfucker. That's the recipe.
Yeah. And okay, so if people have seen your Project and Reflect interview, or if people know you, because I knew this before I seen that interview, but your favorite style of cooking, like your signature, is like your twist on Asian food. Mm-hmm. So if there was no cost at you, a trip you could take, and you stay there for a month or so and learn the roots, live there, cook with, the old folks that got the old methods and everything, what country in Asia would you choose to visit and learn their cooking culture?
It's funny you say that because I honestly don't know. Just because, bro, you got to think, like, my career, I've worked and I never knew what a day off was. I never missed a day of work. Because like I said, when you're dependent on people, I'm trying not to be a burden. So I never missed the 7 years that I worked after I got back from Orlando. I never missed a day. So besides this last year, I never thought of. I didn't think traveling was not necessarily available, but it's like, bro, you're not gonna be able to do that. Why you worry about it? So it's like, not saying that I haven't thought about the question. Like it would probably be like Thailand or something like that, just to learn. But like that would be me going from other people's experience. Like it's not like from my own wanting to research.
Yeah, shout out to Keegan. I know that boy Keegan went out to Thailand.
So it's like, being able, like now I'm able to be like, damn, bro, I can go anywhere I want. And now I like I said, being able was a big thing that happened last year. I was never able because, like I said, I never missed a day, bro. The only day I missed was when I went to the ER for like a nerve thing I have. Like, bro, never missed a day in 7 years type shit. Like, that's unheard of in my industry, working 3 different places type shit. So it's like my mindset was never on, okay, bro, I'm finna travel. Bro, COVID opened up travel for me because COVID stopped everything. I couldn't work. When I couldn't work, what can you do? You can, oh, well, damn, bro, shit, I can go do this shit now. So, like I said, certain thoughts I never thought about because I was like, damn, bro, I'm stuck here. Bro, I couldn't, a lot of my homies wouldn't even hit me up because they knew I was working. They knew, oh, bro, Nap's going to be going from 9 a.m. to 12 at night type shit. They already knew that. So it's like, I was so stuck on that, already knowing, like I said, I already knew I had enough time to parlay and do whatever later on. But at the end of the day, like I wasn't thinking about traveling. I wasn't thinking about the fun shit in life. I already knew it would still be there. So it's like now I'm, like I said, COVID started everything. Like I traveled to LA when right before COVID happened, but when everything was like shutting down and shit. So it's like without that, who knows type shit.
Yeah.
But like I said, it'll probably be like I said, Thailand.
All right, so this is a tap in time for some of y'all watching. Do you need any help right now as far as like social media management, just content in general? Sous chef, is there any, are you looking for any help with what you're doing?
Not, like I said, not really. Just because I've set up everything to run as one man. But like I said, content is something that I already have. But it's like if basically like I have so much content that I can just give you content and people can just do what the fuck they want with it type shit. But it's like I already have the content. I don't even need it created. Like it's already there. You want me walking into a place, walking into a job, walking into start to finish cooking a recipe, doing this. I already got all of that. It's just I won't say I'll be in my head, but it's like I hold on to it's. You got to think, bro. Food is a daily thing. It's not like food is weekly. Food is I cook or I make something at least, let's say 2 and 3 times a day. So the amount of stuff I have is just stacked and stacked and stacked. Like if I go to sleep or I work and have a long day, I forgot to post this. Now it's just, okay, stacked and stacked and stacked. So it's like, bro, I got the content. But it's like, shit, somebody want it. Come get that motherfucker. Like I said, and that's where all of this shit comes from. Like, people need the content. I've always told people, bro, you gotta have a portfolio, because if you got a portfolio, when somebody come ask you what you need, or like ask, hey, bro, what did you do? You're like, oh, what you need. Like, bro, when people ask me, what do you make? I tell them everything, because what you need. I can literally put I'm putting menus together from pictures from 2012 to all the way right now, and you can't tell the difference.
Yeah.
So it's like, if you have everything, not necessarily, you don't gotta be like me and do all cover that shit, but it's like the more you have documented and you do professionally and act mindset wise, where every meal I eat, I plate it. I plate it fully. I take pictures. Most of my food is cold by the time I eat it, because, bro,
I done seen it. I done witnessed it.
Dead ass, bro, because you never know what somebody's looking for. You never know. And like I said, I have all the content. Everything's been timed for me. It's like, all right, well, as soon as I sit and take the time to put, bro, I can put an endless amount of menus, ideas put together right now from whatever, just pictures. So,
yeah.
So it's like, it's a blessing and a curse, because I'll be like, oh, fuck, I made that shit? Bro, golly. But then, like I said, I'll miss that or never posted, never been seen. But it's like, that's not my point. My point is, I'm not trying to go viral. I ain't trying to do none of that shit. I could have been to that. Like, TikToks and Vines, and when like back in the day with Vine, bro, I was making home food meals in 5 seconds back in the day. So it's like that's not my. I'll still probably get back to it, but it's gonna be my way. I'm not trying to do the trend. I'm not trying to do what everybody else is doing.
Hey, look, you know where you are viral.
Duval County, baby.
Hey, listen, that boy Naps name hold motherfucking weight for sure. If y'all ain't never had Naps food, man, y'all need to make sure y'all get on. With that being said, are you available to be booked for like pop-ups, like for like events and stuff like that?
Bro, I'm available literally for, like I said, everything. If you fit in the schedule, you fit in the schedule. Bro, I got a calendar. I can show you it's color coded. If the day is covered, if the day is available, it's yours. If the day is covered, it's covered. Like simple as that. Like I try to work with whoever needs something. Like, and then most people try to work around me because they know I'm one person, so that helps. But like I said, it's a 50-50 thing. Like I'm trying to help you, you trying to eat, I'm trying to feed you. But it's like let's work together to figure out the schedules, figure out good time. So I'm very accessible, very it may take me a minute to get to you, but like I said, I'm one person. And like I said, people gotta understand social media is social media. You have to be able to control that shit. Like just because somebody just messaged you, you ain't gotta reply to them that second, that moment. Like I'm being dead serious because bro, if you're not in the right headspace to reply to somebody, maybe you read something wrong and now you done spazzed and cuss somebody out. So like I said, it's not disrespect at all. It's all right, bro. In chronological order from bottom to top, I haven't gotten here, or I'm definitely coming back to this, but I'm just not ready to answer it right now. Type shit. Like, bro, if I tell you to text me, like I said, if it's not an email or a text, it's not necessarily deemed important because, like I said, that's social media. I don't have to get on Instagram to do anything. But like I said, I control what my energy is going toward because, like I said, once I let that shit control me, yeah, that's where my clients are and that's where I need it. Yes, I need it for sure. But it's like when people let social media control them, demon where you waking up and you checking blah blah blah. Bro, people not talking about nothing half of the time anyway. But you can fish that out and see and fish through it. So it's like you have to control literally what your energy is. Like I said, you don't feel like answering something, don't answer it, bro. Like you're not tied to nothing on there. So it's like take your time with, especially like say with your brand or business. Like if you literally need time to focus on that, and Instagram is not helping, bro, focus on that. Focus on your business, your brand. Like,
I was laughing because I was thinking like somebody hitting you up and then you leave them on red and they be like, wow, this motherfucking Naps done left me on red. That shit just made me laugh. But so I want to ask you one last question before we go. What's the most bizarre ingredient you've ever cooked with? Like, have you ever used any crazy like organ meat or?
Bro, I've used everything.
Talk to me. Tell me some crazy shit like somebody will feel like it's nasty or weird. Like,
so I mean everything. So offals are literally like say organ meat.
You said what is it?
Offals, OFFALs. I mean it's literally the organ meats, the leftovers, the trims of everything, like the guts, but like they fry them, kidneys. I've cooked with beef cheek. Beef cheek is fire though. Beef cheek is.
I've heard about beef cheek before. That and cow tongue.
That's absolutely flame. Cow tongue, you gotta. I'm good on that. But we've been. I mean, it's langosta. It's langoustan. And like I said, if you go to like real deal taco trucks, I've had it. But that's the only place I'll probably eat it.
That's where I've seen it at like a Mexican restaurant, like a real I'm not street taco place.
Nowhere else. And like you don't know what you're eating, so you're like, oh, let me get that. So fuck it.
You ever had dinaguan?
What the fuck is that?
It's the Filipino dish, the blood pudding. It's like pork and then it's like pork blood.
See, I don't do blood like that. But okay, so
lie. that shit kind of good.
So like I said, I'm not good. I'm good on organs. I'm good on, and then like I'm the texture person. So like if it's mushy, I'm good on it. Like I need mush and crunch. I need something else.
So I know you into the Asian culture. They say like Asian people eat organ meat because it's good for you. Like it's got but like look, I learned like in beef liver
for sure.
There's retinol, which is vitamin A, which most people know as beta carotene, which is from like carrots and stuff. But your body has to convert it into retinol.
Right.
So when
it's
you
already
eat beef
converted.
liver, you're getting straight retinol. So it's the most bioavailable source of vitamin A. So like I'm trying to get into it, but there's this brand at Sprouts that it's ground beef mixed with beef organs. So it's like a half and half. So you throw some taco seasoning in there a bit.
Okay.
Just try to get down, man. Hey, listen, hey.
Basically, if I
Naps
don't
ain't
need
hearing
it, if I don't need it, I'm good on it, bro. Like
I feel it.
Like I said, I ain't, and plus that stuff is expensive. Like, bro, I'm not finna go.
Yeah, no, it is expensive. That shit like $13.99 a pound.
I'm not finna go spend more money on some shit that it's organ meat. Like, bro, that shit scraps. Like, I'm good on that. But like I said, okay, other things, alligator. We used to.
Oh no, that ain't nothing new. Hey, we in Florida, baby. Gator tail ain't nothing new.
For sure. But this shit was like on a daily, so like whole gators coming in.
Oh, the whole gator.
Like,
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, whole gators don't being smoked on the grill.
What you cook it like a pig? Like, God,
so
the
they
whole
come.
thing.
So they come. Would that be skinned? I guess that's skinned. But they have their feet. So it's like they still got their gator feet and they tail. I'm like, damn, bro, why y'all just left the...
You eat the gator feet like chicken feet?
Man, I'm not eating. I don't eat, bro. I be good on it.
Nah, because I had gator tail fried, and that shit just kind of tastes like chicken.
Bro, it's a fishy chicken.
Yeah, that shit was straight. But shit, we got like maybe a minute or two left for like camera probably not going to be rolling. Is there anything that you want to let the people know before we get out of here?
Man, try shit. Like, experience new things. Talk to people, bro. Like, talk to people, have new conversations, support your friends, because, like, that can push them to the next day type shit. Like, you never know what helping out can do type shit. Like, just take time to help somebody. Like, and you ain't gotta get no homeless man no money type shit, but just help a friend that's asking for help. Like, all right, damn, bro, I'm kind of busy, but you know what, I can help you type shit. So help your friends. Shit, it's National Women's Month. Support a woman. FeedTheVille and shit.
Yes, sir.
Man, whipping everyday life. Like this. Just be you wholeheartedly, and then people can't be like, okay, bro, what's going on type shit. If you 100%, nobody else can like I said, be mad at you, bro.
Hello. All right, man. Well, shit, I just want to say before we get out of here, I'm proud of you and the growth that you've had. From when I first had your food to now, I didn't know things could get better. They did get better. I appreciate you, not just in your chef life, but you know what I'm saying, we done got close as like friends and stuff throughout this journey. From Twitter to motherfucker, this man have been in my house for like 4 hours right now. Like we posted for real. Thank you for coming through. This will be the first of many episodes. Shout out to Duval, man. I'm a little wine drunk, man. I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all, man.
Boy, He knew to this.
I think this is the longest episode I done did for other than Ben's. I did an episode with Ben's. We did the fraud forecast, and that's the Patreon coming soon. I'm trying to get to like 10 episodes before I do the Patreon.
Yes, sir.
But all right, man. Naps, thank you for coming in, man. Appreciate you.
Duval County, baby.
This is I ain't one of them TikTok chefs. These real hands. These real chef shit. You lean that bit into the sunlight. Yeah, you know I transitioned to your ass.